welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Alondra Haynes. My YouTube channel consists of natural hair content, beauty, skin, and life content. More Christian-based content on here. So, yes, if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you what this video is about. I will be 25 this month, you guys. My birthday is in October, and I will be turning 25 October 28th. So I'm 3 weeks early. I was just doing a lot of reflection because a lot of time I spend a lot of time in my head and by myself. So I spend a lot of time reflecting on my life choices and all the things I've done. Just me being 24. Just all of the accomplishments and all the success that I've gotten, and some of the things that I lost. I mean, you're gonna have some L's through these years. I mean, I'm gonna continue to have some L's, which are learnings. I call them learning, not losses. I decided to do this video. I actually got an idea from Jalen Mitch. I think it was Jalen Mitch. I think that's her name, and she did a video like this. So I was like, I think I'm gonna do the same thing. So basically, I will be sharing you guys 24 things that I've learned since I've been 24. Because as you guys know, when you're turning 25, when you're younger, you're like, oh my gosh, when I'm 25, I'm gonna be married, I'm gonna have a husband, I'm gonna have all of these things, and I have none of those. So weirdly enough, I just thought this was been really cute because I told you guys I was doing a lot of reflection. And I was looking at my old journals and I was saying, oh, by 25, I'm going to be married and have children. And honestly, 25 is like really young. And 30 is really young. So I'm like, girl, if you have to wait till 30, 40, that's still pretty young. I mean, in my mind, 25 is not old. It's not that bad. Yeah, you can have a car in your name, bring the car, whoop-de-doo. I mean, but this is just, I wrote them down in my phone. I just wanted to share. I actually am going to break this video up in half because I'm going to say 24 things that I've learned. So I'm going to say the first 12 in this video, and then I'm going to do a part 2 in the next one because I don't want this video to be too long. I don't want it to be extremely long. I mean, it's going to be long enough, because I know me, I like to ramble and talk. So that's why I said, let me go ahead and just break these up because I don't want this video to be that long, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it because I already see it's already, 2 minutes in and I haven't said anything. So the first thing I've learned since I've been 24 is credit. Yes, credit. Credit is, first of all, the Lord, he rules everything. But credit is the enemy, okay? If your credit is not good, you ain't gonna get things you want. And I learned that as a young adult because, I got this credit card when I was 18, 19, and girl, maxed out the first 3 months. So, yeah, I've learned credit is really important. If you want to get things you want, you want to make sure your credit is good. So, that's one thing I've learned as a young adult, that get your credit right, make sure your credit stays right, and pay your bills on time. Pay your bills on time. Listen to your parents. Pay your bills on time. Yeah. So, number 2, piggyback on that is finance. I definitely learned that saving your money is important, crucial, especially when there's a bad day, something bad happens, and you don't have the money to take care of that, you're gonna be looking crazy. So it's important to make sure you save your money and have a backup plan because I've learned a lot of L's been taken because I didn't have the money for it. So, and now I'm saying I have the money for it. I'm speaking that in existence, that I have a lot of money and a lot of wealth because I don't say negative things about money anymore. I just don't. But I'm saying beforehand, I used to always say, I'm broke, I'm broke, and I stayed broke. So I try not to say, those things like that. But finance, yeah, definitely save, definitely being smarter with my money, not just spending money on hair products and going out to eat and just doing all a bunch of reckless stuff. Now, going out to eat is still my kryptonite because it's still my kryptonite, but I'm doing better. Number 3, Tress, is entertaining myself. If y'all hear the air is on. I might cut it off because it gets really cold in here. But anyways, and especially in this room, it gets really cold in this room. But anyways, entertaining myself. I've learned to entertain myself. I mean, I've always been a person was like I can be by myself, be fine. But like now that I'm like really like don't got nobody, like I ain't got no man, and my friends live all all the other way, they live far away from me. I want to entertain myself, y'all. I went out to dinner with myself. I went to Well, I haven't gone to movies, but I watch movies by myself. I'll be having a good old time. I'll be talking to myself. I know that sounds crazy, but I talk to myself. Honey, I'll be living my best life. I'll be dancing. I entertain myself. I learned that I am my best company. I'm my best friend. And guess what? And I ain't by myself. Jesus right there with me, kikiing with me. So really, I've never been alone. I'm just me and Jesus are entertaining ourselves. So that's how I look at it. So I've learned to entertain myself because since I've been single. I ain't been really doing much but chilling. So that's that. The number 4 is I learned how to say no. I've learned, like, if anybody knows me, they know I'm very, very passive. I'm very easy going. I'm usually the person that you go to if you need something. I'm the nurturer in my friend group. I'm usually the person that if you need something, I got you. Like I will wear my heart on my sleeve respectfully. Like I'm really that person. If you need something, I'm here for you. But I've learned boundaries, y'all. I've learned since I turned 24 boundaries. Like some things I'm not going to do, some things I'm not going to put up with. I've definitely learned that there's things that I used to tolerate. Oh, I'm not tolerating that, especially not in like my intimate relationships, my family, friend. I don't tolerate with all that. I mean, I respect all of them. I love all of my family and my friends and stuff. But if it's not aligned to what I have going for myself and how it's going to help me and help you, then I'm not doing it. That's just period. Like, or I would try to like be nice about it, like, hey, I'm not gonna do it, and you push my buttons. I'm like, no, because the Lord never said nothing wrong saying no. It's just make sure you're protecting yourself. So that's how I look at it. I'm protecting myself from whatever harm that's being said, and I also pray for discernment for certain things. So I know it ain't right. I ask the Lord, like, is this supposed to be done right? And He like, nah, baby, get out of that. So there's that. So number 5 is I've learned the power of the gospel. The power of Jesus Christ, y'all. I hate to sound like a Bible thumper, but I got baptized March, I believe. March, April. I can't remember when I got baptized. But I got baptized, and y'all, ever since I've been baptized, my life has been so much better. It's changed, like, for the better. I mean, it's to the point where I ask God for anything before I do. Like, sometimes I be forgetful, I do, I repent, but I'm like usually asking God, can I do this? What should I do? Like, I don't do nothing without Him. So like the power of like Jesus, the power of God is like everything, because like He really like takes the steps before I take them. Like, it's just to the point where it's like I need something, it happens. Like, I remember a quick story, my tire blew out. My tire was like, I had to hit a nail, and I was heading to my next session. And literally, like, out of nowhere, this guy came behind me. He was like, I don't know, but the Lord just told me to come check on you. And he came to check on me. And then there was another guy that came and, like, fixed my whole tire for me. And I was like, man, this is crazy. Because, like, at first, I didn't get frustrated or flustered. But the old me would have got flustered because, I didn't have the confidence. But now it was like, I sat there and I prayed to God, you're going to send your angels this way. And He did. So, I mean, and money, y'all, like, I've been just woo! God is so good. Y'all, God is so good. He's just been grateful in my life. I mean, over all of it. Like, so I've learned that this year that He has me. He has my life. He has my heart. And y'all, don't get me started. Don't get me started. So number six, and some of these are kind of silly, so they're not all as deep as like the first 5 I said, but this one's, I guess, still deep. Number 6 is the importance of my health. Y'all, my health is important. I mean, especially with all this, COVID still stuff going on. I definitely been taking serious action on my health. I've been trying to drink a lot more water. I've been trying to eat so much junk food, because y'all, anybody know me, they know I love me some sweets. I love chocolate. I love anything that's chocolate. So I've been trying to take good care of my health, and just cutting back on my sweets and drinking more water. So that's been a thing for me. You can see my hair has been growing because of it. I've been eating better, skin glowing, It's what's inside that matters, period. So that's just been one of the things that I've been doing to keep myself, Lord willing, and keep God with me, not getting sick because I can't afford to get sick. That's another reason why. Number 7, car maintenance. Car maintenance, y'all. This is silly, y'all. Let me tell you, y'all, I had know nothing about cars. All I knew is the park, drive, reverse, neutral. And get some gas. My light on, get some gas. That's as far as I knew. That's as far as I knew. Y'all, I've always had a man take care of stuff like that. I've always had someone, like my dad takes care of it, or at the time I had a boyfriend, he would take care of stuff like that. So now it's like I'm single and I'm like, dang, now I have to figure out how to like change, get oil change and how much, like, so I have to be smart about certain things. Cause like then he asked me, and y'all don't judge me, but y'all mileages, I was like, oh, like I didn't know certain mileages you had to, y'all, it was crazy. I felt so dumb, but I've learned a lot about cars. I've gotten really educated on cars because, I've been having to pay for this stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, what is that? You put in the battery? Okay, what does that do? So I'm asking the questions because I need to know these things. Period. Number 8 is communicating professionally. With my job, I have to communicate with a lot of therapists and with parents and stuff, and being really doing my research on my job because I do a lot of developmentally delayed children. So I have to be doing my research. I mean, of course, I'm trained, of course, on these things, but like really being smart and how to like making sure I'm saying the right thing, communicating, and I do a lot of emails, make sure my writing is good. So I definitely went back to school on this, y'all. I make sure my grammar was right, sending emails professionally. So I definitely learned that this year is you definitely got to be professional anywhere you go because you never know who you're talking to. You never know who you're talking to. Okay? Number 8 is communicating without being emotional. Yes, y'all. I used to be I think I'm emotional, but I feel like I don't let my emotions dictate what my life is said. Like, I be more rational about things because I know that, God doesn't want me to be an emotional being. Like, don't let your emotion define you, So, because, your emotions change. Your emotions are not set in stone. So, I've learned when I communicate like what I want and when I communicate my wants and my needs. Sorry, I was stuttering. I used to stutter a lot, by the way. When I communicate my wants and my needs, I would not be emotional. I would actually use the facts I was showing and talk about it and not be emotional. I used to be a person that would be so emotional and I would hit below the belt and tell you about yourself, especially if I didn't like it. I'll be all up in your biz. I'll be and forget about what I was talking about. So I've learned as a young lady that if I need to be heard, I need to not take my emotions out of certain things because, especially if it's negative, if it's argument, like you don't want to be you don't want to be bashing somebody and then they ain't hearing that you saying. You know what I'm saying? So I've learned that this year is definitely communicating with my friends and my family that, hey, I don't like that. This is not what makes me happy, and I go from there. I mean, and like I said, if they're family, friends, they will respect you for that. Like if they're upset about that, they were never there for you. So a lot of time, when I say yes or no, or when I say no, they're like, it's puzzling because they're not used to me saying no, but I say no. I say no, and I don't want to do something, especially if I'm tired, or if it's something that I'm just not gonna do. I'm not. Number 10, staying true to myself. So this has been really challenging. This is actually really new that I've learned about myself. It's staying true to what I believe in. Y'all, I've been tested by the enemy. Y'all, the enemy he tried so hard to get me, but he ain't got me. The Lord got all his arms around me, respectfully. Y'all, being tempted, just the social media, the music, the movies, y'all. Anyone that knows me, I am a huge horror fan. Like, I mean, the Lord knows, I still be watching some movies. I do. But I look at it from a different lens. Like, I don't look at it as, oh, this is not, it's not real. So I know I need to stop doing that. I need to work on that. But yeah, I mean, just making sure I stay true to the word. Like, don't be influenced by all of these different things like astrology and chakras and all these things that are not of God. Like, so I've really been trying to stay true. I am staying true to what is real and what's the truth, which is the Lord. So, and just having friends and family say, "Oh, you're changing," or you know, you used to do that, you used to say that. Well, yes, I'm changing, and that's some sacrifices that I have to. And that's another one I've made. I learned to make sacrifices. That not everybody's gonna like my change. Not everyone's gonna like how my growth is different. That my faith journey is gonna be different. Like I'm not gonna wanna go and say or be, you know, with just any old person. Like, and so it's still a journey. I mean, there's some people that's not understanding of it. Think it's kind of like you're being weird and you're just, you know, you're just going through a phase. Like, no, this is not a phase. Like, Jesus is not a phase. This is a lifestyle. And so that's just how I look at it now. Like, people really, you know, have to understand this is who you are, and that's what I'm learning. This is who I am, and you take it or leave it. Period. This one, number 11, says not everyone is going. Yeah, so just like what I said, not everyone's gonna like you. Not everyone's gonna like my lifestyle. Not everyone's gonna like the fact that I'm changing. I'm saying no. So I've learned that you know, I had some people that definitely disagree with me because they just didn't like what I was, you know, subscribing to, which is Jesus. So yeah, if you are going through that right now, just stay true to that. I mean, you know, ask God, is this person supposed to be in your life or not? And obviously I've lost a lot of, you know, definitely, you know, like I said, even though I was single, I was still like kind of going on dates or whatever. And I've learned that there's not things I'm going to take. And some people were like, oh, you're this, that, and third. Okay, I guess I am then. I guess I am bougie. I guess I am stuck up. Because if me following the word, following God's word, stuck up, then I guess I'll be the most stuck up person in the world. I hate to make it sound like that, but seriously, like, and I don't want to sound like negative about it, but people is not gonna like your lifestyle. People are not gonna like you for who you are. And I've learned that as me being 24, that not everyone's gonna like you. And I used to want everyone's. I used to think I had enemies. I didn't think that I would never have enemies. I will always be a likable person, which I am likable. I think a lot of people like me. I think I'm very social and loving. But there are gonna be some select few that are like, girl, leave me alone. Like, and that's okay. I've learned that everyone's not gonna like you. Okay? Everyone's not gonna like you. And the last one for this part is not everything is personal. Y'all, I used to take everything so personally. I used to be the type of person that's like, oh my God, he doesn't like me because X, Y, and Z, or, you know, all these things. Like, I'm like, girl, if you don't just stop worrying about that person and just worry about you. So I used to take things very personal. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story real quick. This is when I was 18 and I was talking to this guy, he broke up with me because I was wearing my natural hair out. And I took it so personally. Like, he was telling everybody that I was ugly because I wore my natural hair out. And I was like, and I literally took that so personally. And I was like, dang, bro, like, really? But I've learned that he just didn't understand all of this goodness. Like, he didn't want to be with this exotic, beautiful beauty right here. And it's fine. That's, you know, it's fine. So I've learned that those are the things I learned, and I'm okay with it. But yeah, if that was the first part of what I've learned since I'm 24 and not be 25. If you want to see part 2 to this video, y'all, just like and subscribe. It's coming up anyways because I already got it, you know, filmed. But yeah, this completes this part. You know, y'all, you know, tell me what you've learned. You know, when's your birthday and what you've learned so far in, you know, 2021. Like, what have you learned? Tell me about that. Just tell me. Well, that's all, folks. I love y'all. I will see y'all in my next video. And ciao.